Tag team action underway here in Bluefield, West Virginia. Voice of tradition, Jonathan Darwin here to call the action. Not the conventional team you see with Bruce Gray. Usually by his side is Ron Mathis. Ron Mathis having his own match here tonight at PWL Full Deck. So Bruce decides to go and grab the Texan, Johnny Gray. Outlaw Willie Storm still looking for that mentor, and he may have finally found it in Brian Logan. The speed of Gray, though, stops Storm from gaining any offense. And Bruce Gray leading the boos and cheers for the audience and participation segment of the wrestling match. The gentleman on the outside accompanying Willie Storm and Brian Logan is Dallas Danger, personal advisor to Brian Logan. And now we see it here, collar and elbow tie-up. Good upper body strength by both competitors here. And Storm pushes Gray over into the corner, potentially seeing a clean break, and we do. Gotta give it to Storm for hitting the gym like that and being able to take someone like Bruce Gray to the corner. Another collar elbow tie-up exchange, but look at rear waist lock quick by Bruce Gray. Gray's gonna have the speed advantage here. And Willie Storm getting a rear waist lock on his own, but gets caught. Bruce Gray going down for that submission. Figure four, but quickly as he can, Willie Storm tags in Logan. Logan now. Well, I thought we saw the tag. It was just that Willie Storm went over to the ropes to break. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Bruce Gray being calculated here. Collar elbow exchange again. Willie Storm now going to work on the left wrist of Mr. Gray. One of the fundamentals you see in tag team wrestling is cutting that ring in half. And it'll be, what a drop kick on the button by Gray. As I was saying, one of the fundamentals in tag team wrestling is to cut that ring in half and make sure your opponent can't get the tag to the partner, but simultaneously you're getting fresh tags to your man. And a kick by Duff. Duff having Storm in the corner. The Texans shoving the Outlaw in, and a drop kick by Duff takes Storm down. Going for the pin. Just a one count only, though. And Johnny Duff smart to stay on top of Storm, not letting him tag out and bringing Gray back in. This is what the tag team fundamentals are that you're seeing. One elbow, and Gray timing it right. Gets on out of his own. Getting that pin with a lateral press. 2 count though, but no grapevining of the leg. That may have allowed Willie Storm to get up, and a kick brings Storm closer to Logan. And we finally see Logan enter the contest here tonight. Logan, a very accomplished tag team wrestler. 2-time NWA Mid-American Champion and 2-time Ohio Valley Wrestling Tag Team Champion. As the fans are calling for the signature of Bruce Gray, the DDT, Brian Logan, wrist lock applied, reversal by Gray. But this is the veteran experience of Logan, just going exchange for exchange, and drop brings down the toe hold. Logan, he's down, but Gray's on top of him. Gets that arm bar cinched in. Logan not submitting, but getting his arm pulled over in ways that it shouldn't be. Has the potential for a dislocated shoulder. Oh, well, an eye poke will stop anybody. Logan now with a good slam and some speed, but no one there. Arm drag takedown as we see Bruce Gray going back to work on the same arm he did just a few minutes ago. Bruce Gray, very smart tactician, knows how to grab a body part and take it apart. You see Duff coming in now. Oh, another eye poke. Logan is not one for being below taking shortcuts. He has no problem with that. I've called a series of his matches, and I know he likes to take liberties in the ring. Putting the boots to Duff now is Logan. Seeing Storm come in as Storm fights his way. Good closed hand by the Outlaw. Willie Storm with some feverish blows to Johnny Duff. Wrenching the neck now. Just trying to pull on the trapezius muscles and tendons and trying to get a garner submission out of Johnny Duff. You hear the fans, though, here in Bluefield trying to get Johnny Duff motivated. They do. Oh, hair pull stops Duff short, though. It looks like Willie Storm is taking a page out of Logan's playbook. As we see here, battle press. 2 count, though. And now Logan calling to be back in. Logan being the ring general that he is. And they've kept Johnny in there for about a minute and a half, 2 minutes now that we're seeing. And this is a smart tactic by the tag team of Logan and Storm. Uh-oh. Logan playing head games with Gray. And gets the ref out of position. Look at these frequent tags by the team of Storm and Logan. Almost acting as a long-time tag team. Bruce being the cheerleader they can be. And now Outlaw has him up and down goes Duff into that from that suplex. 1, 2, no. Just a quick 2 count. As Storm shows frustration. Oh, enziguri! But he gets over to the corner and Logan gets the tag. Can Duff get it? Maybe. Oh, he does get it! And here comes Bruce Gray. House of Fire. Strikes and kicks. Just lighten them up out here in Bluefield, West Virginia. Left, right. Double noggin knocker. The kicks by Gray are devastating. That we see now, Bruce Gray in control, calling for the Bulldog. Gets it off. Clothesline as well. Going for the pin. About a 2 count. Very close 3 count. Very close 3 count there. The tag brings in Duff now. Trying some double team tactics of their own of the team of Gray and Duff. Wait, Dallas Danger on the apron. And wait, now what's this? Ain't no need for this. Oh! Interference from the back. Logan going for the cover. How despicable.
Your winners, the team of Brian Logan and Willie Storm.
Brian Logan and Willie Storm victorious, but you got to give the assist to the man from the back as well as Dallas Danger. Bruce Gray thought he had it. Fortunately, he did not. We'll be back with more Premier Wrestling League.
Live professional wrestling Friday night, April the 8th. Green Valley Skating Rink, Bluefield, West Virginia, 469 Airport Road. Doors open at 9 p.m. for PWL Spring Fever. Regular tickets $12. Skating and wrestling packages $18 for live professional wrestling from PWL. Come see all your favorite stars. Crash Cassidy, Jeff Paul, Betty Conley, Aaron West. Don't forget the gorgeous ladies of PWL. Olivia Defiance, Elise Starseeker, Colby Max, and all the other fantastic stars of PWL. Brought to you by our fantastic sponsors of 80s Toys of Princeton, Hidden Gems, El Patio and Tampico, Mexican Restaurants, King Tires, Taylor Optical, Top Shelf Towing and Recovery, Wolfman Tattoo, Christy Wood Real Estate. Live professional wrestling from the Premier Wrestling League, Friday night, April 8th, 9 p.m. Green Valley Skating Rink, Bluefield, West Virginia. Don't miss PWL Spring Fever. Friday night, April the 8th, we'll see you at the matches.
Since 2001, drug companies dumped 1 billion opioid pills in West Virginia, causing over 3,000 overdose deaths and thousands of babies born addicted by no fault of their own. I'm attorney Stephen New. If you're the grandparent or guardian of a child born with neonatal abstinence syndrome, call me. I'll help you seek just compensation.
Call the law offices of Stephen P. New at 1-844-BAD-PILLS before time runs out.
This is not just a podcast. House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New. This is a tribe of devoted super fans that have crashed through the barricades, torn down barriers, and broken through the fourth wall. This is a creative think tank full of people who have given way too much of their lives to professional wrestling to not be getting a paycheck. This is a secret society of elite fans from all over the globe. And guess what? It isn't a secret anymore.
House of Kayfabe, featuring Jim Cornette's lawyer, Stephen P. New, is available now on all major podcast platforms. Just click subscribe to join the Kayfabe stream and get access to unbelievable interviews, in-depth discussions, hilarious segments, and exclusive content. This is the fan-driven podcast you have been looking for.
House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New.
He's held 16 heavyweight championships and 13 tag team titles across territories around the country. You've loved him, you've hated the Dirty White Boy. 2 hours of full documentary footage, interviews, never before seen clips, never heard interviews, matches, stories, and the full behind the scenes details on 1988's Angle of the Year, I'd Like to Talk to Tom, featuring interviews from Tom Pritchard and Crow's Entertainment Productions. For more information, www.classiccontinentalwrestling.com. Coming April 26th. G.I. Joe and Cobra, new releases, plus the largest selections of 1980s release G.I. Joes. Come pre-order your new figures too. Transform your collection with the collector's releases, collectibles from the 1980s, and all the hot new Transformer releases from Hasbro.
And the Masters of the Universe.
Dominate your retro collection of the universe with the Masters of the Universe Retro Play Line. Figures and accessories available at 80s Toys of Princeton.
Federation superstars twist, turn, do things they never thought they could do.
The region's only dedicated wrestling figure room is at 80s Toys in Princeton. Mattel, Jax, Hasbro, Galoob, and all of the favorites from days gone by, plus new releases from Mattel and AEW, WWE, and everything in between is at 80s Toys of Princeton. 935 Berkshire Street, Princeton, West Virginia. Phone 681-282-5433.
And the bell gets this one underway. Starting it off for the team of Team Bay will be Nallhart. For the team of James and Max, we got Kenzie James in there now. Wait a minute. Talise Stahlstreaker saying she wants in already. Can't she? Yeah. And here comes Colby Max. Storied history between these two ladies. Colby Max wants nothing more than revenge at this point. Collar and elbow tie up to get the tag match going, and an arm drag takedown by Killjoy. Good elbow. Max gets another one off. And down is the champion at Sinton by Colby Max. Colby Max with an elbow and a fresh tag. Wait a minute. Using James's own body weight as she goes to pin Starseeker. 2 count though. Good double team maneuvers by the team of James and Max. We're seeing the kicks there. James has the champion up, and down goes Starseeker. Gets the pin. Oh, 2 count. Just a 2 count. And Kenzie James bringing Killjoy back in, cutting that ring off, which is what they need to do. Now let the other half of Team A in there. Forearm smash there. In the turnbuckle. Now we'll see Nallhart for the first time this evening. Nallhart. Oh, devastating by Nallhart, and another one. To follow it up. Nallhart just playing with Killjoy here at this point. Speaking of playing, other half of Team Bay, Starseeker trying to get in the head. Whoa! Come on! Referee over there. Allowing Starseeker to do some illegal choking. Now Nallhart got Max up and down. Killjoy's lower back in pain. As you see Nallhart here helping her up and just tossing Killjoy straight back down to the canvas. Looks like Nallhart isn't done with Colby Max yet. And the elbows as Colby Max tries to find a way to get free. She finally does. Gets a good clothesline into the corner. Coming in with a head full of steam again, but no one there. As we see Nallhart has Max up, waiting her time, and body slams Colby Max down with force. Nallhart going for the pin. Gets a lot of pressure. Great finds the leg, but a 2 count. Just a quick 2 count there. Colby Max looking a little winded at this point. Needs to find a way to get over to the corner and tag her partner. But Team Bay making sure that does not happen. And Team Bay has Colby Max up. Starseeker ready. What? Oh my! The brute strength of Nallhart. As Starseeker goes for that pin. Just a 2 count though. Starseeker giving the assist to Max up to that vertical base that we're seeing. Referee trying to get a break out of the corner. Starseeker, she's not above trying to go almost to that 5 count. She knows how to use that 4 count to her advantage. Running Bulldog. Down goes Colby Max. Starseeker with a pin. A 2 count. Just a simple 2 count. Colby Max very resilient out here. And now, tag brings Nallhart back in. And Team Bay, you got to give credit where credit is due. They've cut that ring off in half, made sure to stay with a fresh partner as Colby Max going to work with some kicks, but doesn't catch it. Oh, misses the enziguri. Colby Max in trouble, bicycling away, and gets a tag finally to Kenzie James. Kenzie James calling for it, and Starseeker goes down. Second clothesline by James. And a kick right to the knee. Good kicks by Kenzie James. What a stomp to the shoulders. And middle of the back pin. 2 count. Kenzie James very surprised. Thought the stump was all she needed. Gonna have to put a little bit more into it here. As Starseeker retreats over to the corner to bring in, I thought she was going to tag Nallhart. Surprise there, as Starseeker may have wanted to tag Nallhart and regretting that decision now. And tag brings back in Colby Max. Nallhart makes chase, or excuse me, James makes chase on Starseeker. Team Bay, wait a minute. Nallhart with that championship. No, you gotta be kidding. What? No way, unbelievable. The referee, he thinks Max did it.
Your winners as a result of a disqualification, Talise Starseeker and now
Nallhart stealing a play out of Eddie Guerrero's playbook. And Colby Max frustrated. I'll tell you what, I want to see this one again. Maybe next time via no disqualification.
This is not just a podcast. House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New. This is a tribe of devoted super fans that have crashed through the barricades, torn down barriers, and broken through the fourth wall. This is a creative think tank full of people who have given way too much of their lives to professional wrestling to not be getting a paycheck. This is a secret society of elite fans from all over the globe. And guess what? It isn't a secret anymore.
House of Kayfabe, featuring Jim Cornette's lawyer, Stephen P. New, is available now on all major podcast platforms. Just click subscribe to join the Kayfabe stream and get access to unbelievable interviews, in-depth discussions, hilarious segments, and exclusive content. This is the fan-driven podcast you have been looking for.
House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New.
Call Stephen P. If you need to sue. An outlaw mud show or two. Those are the rest.
The newlawoffice.com, 888-692-8084. That is indeed the number of the legendary, infamous Stephen P. New, the man, the consigliere of the cult of Cornette, and the man who has taken the job on, taken the task on upon himself to oversee the legal rights and privileges of the entire cult of Cornette. Folks, if you have a legitimate gripe against somebody, then Stephen P. New can take that person to court and get you the compensation compensation that you so rightfully deserve. Whether you have been the victim of malfeasance, greed, and avarice by any major corporation that has poisoned you, prodded you, penetrated you, or in other ways made you sorry that you were around, now you can make them sorry. Make them get down on their hands and knees and apologize by calling newlawoffice.com 888-692-8084, laying your case out and letting Stephen P. New, the legal beagle, the king of torts, the barrister of champions, let him take it to the next level.
G.I. Joe and Cobra, new releases, plus the largest selections of 1980s release G.I. Joes. Come pre-order your new figures too. Transform your collection with the collector's releases, collectibles from the 1980s, and all the hot new Transformer releases from Hasbro.
And the Masters of the Universe.
Dominate your retro collection of the universe with the Masters of the Universe Retro Play line. Figures and accessories available at 80s Toys of Princeton.
Federation superstars twist turn, do things they never thought they could do.
The region's only dedicated wrestling figure room is at 80s Toys in Princeton. Mattel, Jax, Hasbro, Galoob, and all of the favorites from days gone by, plus new releases from Mattel and AEW, WWE, and everything in between is at 80s Toys of Princeton. 935 Berkshire Street, Princeton, West Virginia. Phone 681-282-5433. Live professional wrestling Friday night, April the 8th. Green Valley Skating Rink, Bluefield, West Virginia, 469 Airport Road. Doors open at 9 p.m. for PWL Spring Fever. Regular tickets $12. Skating and wrestling packages $18 for live professional wrestling from PWL. Come see all your favorite stars. Crash Cassidy, Jeff Paul, Betty Conley, Aaron West. Don't forget the gorgeous ladies of PWL. Olivia Devine, Elise Starseeker, Colby Max, and all the other fantastic stars of PWL. Brought to you by our fantastic sponsors of 80s Toys of Princeton, Hidden Gems, El Patio and Tampico, Mexican Restaurants, King Tires, Taylor Optical, Top Shelf Towing and Recovery, Wolfman Tattoo, Christie Wood Real Estate. Live professional wrestling from the Premier Wrestling League, Friday night, April 8th, 9 p.m. Green Valley Skating Rink, Bluefield, West Virginia. Don't miss PWL Spring Fever. Friday night, April the 8th. We'll see you at the matches.
Oh my! But we're not going to wait for an introduction, and we're not going to wait for a bell as we get the street fight. There we go. We get the bell. Street fight for the PWL Tag Championship. It's pandemonium out here right now. You see the attraction, James Maxon, mixing it up with Crash Cassidy out there. I tell you what, this is just going to be a knockdown, drag-out fight. That's for sure. What a knife-edge shot by the attraction. His partner, Sean Baker, leading Crash Cassidy over to the merchandise stand. Meanwhile, you got Maxon and Reeves fighting in the ring. Referee not sure where to go. We got steel chairs in the ring already. Oh. Look at this. Maxon giving Reeves the tour over. They break it down right in front of Crash Cassidy's merchandise. Just a assault here by the Circus of Pain on the team of Ripped and Reckless. And look at this. Just using every part of the building as possible. And there's nothing the referee can do about it except count the pin. Big street fight here. Wait a minute, Rick Reeves up. Dives on the wall and gets the Circus of Pain down. This one's going everywhere. Looks like Cassidy's fighting Baker. And Reeves has Maxon from this point. Oh! That's some unforgiving wood. As Reeves and Cassidy now help themselves to the Circus of Pain to get him back over in the ring. Clubbing forearms. Sean Baker. Ah! Talk about a fan experience. And some open-handed chops there. Somebody's having a good birthday. Rick Reeves got Maxon over. Oh, getting another one in there. This one is bad for the attraction's health. As we see the bell, Sean Baker getting rung there. And Crash Cassidy, he's got Baker down. Wait a minute, what? Holy moly! That chop is more devastating than I've ever seen any offense put on by Jeff Paul. And now, finally we get him in the ring, but the chair right there to catch. Oh, I thought we were going to see that big old drop kick. Baker with a shot, lays out Reeves. Crashes in there. Holy, gonna get a kickoff. Got Baker up and slams him straight down onto the chair. Oh my God, they brought everything, including the kitchen sink. Strikes by Cassidy as he gets it in hard. Whipping Maxon over the corner. Oh! And Crash Cassidy's head goes straight down on that metal sink. I may have knocked Cassidy for a loop. And look at the choking there. And there's nothing the referee can do. This is all legal in this street fight. You hear the fans trying to get behind Ripped and Reckless, wanting them to get back into this. Cassidy tossed to the outside. Reeves in trouble all alone. The circus of pain. Baker, being the ring generally is, as the attraction slams down Reeves. Headbutt right across the throat, going for the pin. No! Reeves finds some way to kick out with a 2 count. As the Circus of Pain must regroup and think, what do they need to do here? But crashes back in. Oh! Getting the party sticks now. James Maxson trying to look for more weapons, but he's getting pummeled by one half of the tag team champions. Looks like a car wreck out there at this point. The pinata didn't break. Surprised it did with his head as thick as Maxson's head is. Cassidy going for that pin, but a 2 count. Maxson being helped up by the manager. And Crash Cassidy with a humongous sidewalk slam going for that pin. 2, no. The Circus of Pain. They got it in control now. Well, I thought they did, because they got Reeves on the outside. James Maxson lining up his shot. Getting another one off. And Baker with that sink. That unforgiving metal sink. Straight across the skull of Rick Reeves. The challengers laid out one half of the tag champions. Holy mother! Maxson gets Cassidy up and down. Brute force by that man. Going for the pin. 2, no. Somehow Cassidy finds a way to kick out. And Crash now. Getting tossed to the outside. As Circus of Pain wants to continue the beatdown.
As the beatdown continues here on the outside, both teams. See Demonia there with the big circus-style stick. And wow, good God. Look at her just baiting onto the back there of Crash Cassidy. Good God in heaven. In the ring, Rick Reeves. James Maxson. Reeves is taking a beating. He's still taking a beating. He's trying to fire him back in there. We saw Maxson throwing Crash around a minute ago. He's got Reeves up on his shoulder and down on the chair. Good God. Is this it? Is this the new tag champions? 2, and Cassidy out of nowhere. Crash out of nowhere is able to break up the pin, saving the tag titles. Crash, after taking those shots with the stick to the back, he's able to get a second win. He's putting fist and fury and forearms of smashing into Sean Baker. Now he picks up Baker. That chair's still in the ring. Is that going to come into play? Cassidy, wow, wait a minute. Oh, God, that Jezebel, that Demonia, she gets in there and she hits Crash and probably is only real weak link. Down goes Cassidy. And what are they doing now? They're dragging him out of here, and off camera view goes our camera guy's not even. Wait a minute. Now, see, I can see from my table view, they're going to the door. They're taking Crash Cassidy out of the building. Crash Cassidy is. Holy crap! They're throwing Crash Cassidy out of the building, and now they're trying to chain the door shut. This is their plan. Rick Reeves is just now up. Crash Cassidy is outside of the Green Valley Skating Rink. They're chaining the door shut. And 3-on-1 is the plan. Get the camera. Somebody move the camera and see what we're going to look at here. Our fans are all seeing it. They're beside themselves. They're going over there. Rick Reeves is over there with a chair. And for heaven's sakes, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have the Falls Count Anywhere on the other side of this. I can't even begin to tell you what's happening just off of view of the camera at this point, where Crash Cassidy has been chained outside of the building. The door's chained, padlocked shut. And there's the bell. Rick Reeves took a beating after Crash Cassidy.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, the Circus of Pain.
Crash Cassidy just shut out of the building, padlocked, chained out of the building, shut out in the cold. Don't even know where he is. Tag titles have changed hands. Circus of Pain, see them finally come back in camera view. They're the new PWL Tag Team Champions. Baker and Maxon are proud of themselves. You see that Jezebel standing there in the middle. I'm sure she's proud of herself too for what they've just done. Good God in heaven. Falls count anywhere certainly means anywhere, and it certainly means anything goes. Good Lord.